back, guys, to RollPlay, entering hour number 3 and returning from the cliffhanger. Neal, I guess take it away.
So, where were we? Oh yes, you hear a voice saying, "Vincent Longborn, is that you?"
Oris! How are you, friend?
Excellent, says the drooling, black-robed hunchback.
Like, Vincent, you know this man?
Yes, he is Uncle Oris, a friend of ours.
So, Neal, if I look at him, do I notice anything clerical about him? Does he have a
Yes.
clerical... Like, what is he...
He is wearing
What would I know about him by looking at him?
You know that he is a cleric of Vorasi, the god of death and destruction. He's got like a big ass holy symbol that's hanging down. That's just a skull, and he's kind of like leaning on a short staff, and he's kind of drooling and stuff.
Did he always have the
Long
skull?
words. No, he used to be a priest of Martha, but now he's a priest of Vorasi.
Stewart. Michael Stewart.
Yeah.
The goddess of cooking?
The goddess of
Goddess of
baking.
life.
The goddess of
Baking
insider
and
trading?
crafts. Exactly.
Life, creation, and life.
All right, the Martha Stewart joke's worn out. Let's move on. So I guess I just kind of like study this character as Vincent and him have a discussion, or whoever. I'm very reluctant to say anything.
He looks at you guys and says, "I think my master wants a word with you."
Okay.
I say, Oris, give us one moment, please.
I don't think he wants to keep him waiting.
So I just keep my finger up like this, and I pull everybody aside.
How is that? All five?
No, just Abigail and Vincent.
Uh-huh.
And I say, I didn't bring this up earlier because I didn't realize time was of the essence, but I do believe Ferris, who Celia has been alluding to, is Dalamar.
Really? The
Yes.
one that tricked her into killing the master.
Yes, I believe they are the same person.
We'll have to play this one close to our chest, friend. Don't let him know that we know this, okay?
Guys, we do still have that ring. I mean,
Abigail, yes. We do.
we're just talking, the three of us, so I guess I would be like
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
whispering. You guys think it's... What do you guys want to do about it? Like, we could use it if it turns sour, right?
I think if it turned sour, we could, yes, but it'd kind of be a last-ditch effort.
Yes, it would be.
I'm
We have
scared
no-
I'm scared he could see it and like try to ask for it. What if he knows? What if he can detect it?
You're asking so many questions and you're not even giving time to answer or anything. You're just kind of like,
Go ahead.
What if he doesn't see it?
yes, those are all concerns, but I don't know what you would expect us to do right now. Can't flee.
You shouldn't keep him waiting, guys.
So
I
as this
say we go to him, we leave Celia with Lisa, and we see what he wants, and we make no mention of what you just said.
As they were
Alright.
having their huddle, I turned to the merchant. I'm like, who's this guy's master? Do you know him?
He kind of his name is Dalamar. He lives in the tower, and you see at this Celia's eyes kind of get wide for a moment, and then like she tries to recover. But there's a brief moment of like, I guess you can't see with the glasses on, where she just kind of goes. And then
When
goes
when
back to
Celia
normal.
hears Dalamar, she does that?
Yeah, when she hears
But
the
you guys are in a
armorsmith
huddle.
say
You don't
Dalamar.
see that. You're talking
You don't see
amongst
that,
each
but
other.
JP does.
Okay.
So I'm just like, And where does this Dalamar live? Where'd you say he lived?
At the giant tower in the center of town. God, you're not from around here then.
No. This is my first time to this city. It's a very strange city in this.
He's a really powerful black wizard, and has kind of been nothing. Never mind.
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
by all means. Oh no, I'm not in there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm like, fair enough, and I flick him a gold. I'm like, thank you for your information.
No, thank
All right.
you.
Oris, 1 second. Can I sell you that spear, sir, before we go?
No, thank you. I think we're closed for today.
Okay. Let's, Lisa and Azriel, do you mind watching our friend Sela here while we go talk to Dalamar?
I'm sorry, repeat that. If you were referencing
You guys
me or Neil.
mind watching Sela while we go talk to Dalamar real quick?
I point to see, I'm like, her? That one?
Yes.
The one that, okay, sure, yeah. Very interested to know what you guys are to talk to him about, but yeah, I'll watch her for you.
It shouldn't be too long, friends. We'll be right back.
Sounds good.
And then we go with Uncle Oris.
Like, by the way, be careful with him. I just kind of say that to the party, not knowing that you guys know Oris, etc., etc.
Thank you, friend.
Okay. Oris leads you not towards the tower, but instead towards the mayor's house. You guys end up over at Thor Fletcher's again.
Okay.
And he, Uncle Oris just like opens his door, like walks straight on into his house, not even, there's one soldier outside, doesn't even stop him. He like stumbles up the staircase, and you see Thor Fletcher in kind of like a large meeting room with a big long table looking at some stuff. And he kind of like straightens up when he sees Uncle Oris. And you notice that he's lost a lot of weight and he's lost some hair and he looks like tired and worn out and thin and like a little bit afraid. And he sees the three of you and goes, kind of like puts his hand up as if to say hello.
Oh, hello, Thor.
Meanwhile, what's his name? Uncle Oris kind of like walks past and around the table and up to this stone archway that is like covered with a curtain. And Thor says, "You guys are back."
Yeah.
Yeah, we were stopping by.
What's going on around here?
Business as usual. Uncle Oris like throws back the curtain of the stone archway and says a few words, and a shimmering light appears, kind of like the Stargate sort of thing, in the doorway. And he kind of gestures towards you guys and says, "Come on, you should come see the master now."
I take note of the words that he used,
You couldn't hear the words; they were mumbled.
even if I used detect noise.
Oris,
Even if you use detect noise.
that is a scary thing. What are you asking us to step into?
It's a portal, so you don't have to walk through the aura of the temple. Or the
I'm
cell.
not scared of the aura.
Abigail
am.
says randomly.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not scared of the aura.
Not
By the
the
way.
aura.
Okay.
He
All right.
gestures towards you guys. Come on, come on.
What if this is a trick?
And then I just
Why would I
walk-
trick you?
I don't know. Why
When I
are we going to see Dalamar?
I walk through.
Okay. Vincent
Bye,
walks up and
Vincent.
goes through.
I also walk through.
You walk through. He looks at you and says, "Are you coming? I'm sure Dalmar would love to see your pretty lady again."
Alright, I always like Dalamar. And then I go in.
Okay. You guys go in. As you walk through, you appear in... you just like step through and you get this slight cold sensation for a moment, and then you are in another room, high up in a tower. And all three of you appear eventually.
Okay.
Uncle Oris walks through afterwards and leads the way out the door and up a half a flight of stairs to Dalamar's main room. And you recognize that you are now in his tower.
Was he sitting there, or?
Home
Yeah.
sweet home.
Yeah. You guys open the door, walk in. Dalamar is sitting in his usual spot behind the counter, hands folded as usual. But this time, instead of the mildly pleasant look on his face, he looks very concerned.
Hello, Dalamar. I've heard you requested to see us.
Hey there, Dalamar.
You have a new traveling companion.
Azriel, do you speak of him?
No, the elven woman.
Lisa. I don't think she's elven, though.
No, the other one. Celia.
Do you mean Celia? Or
Yes.
Sela?
Celia. Celia.
Yes. We're just seeing her to south. She wants to head back to her family.
Why are you in town? You just happen to be traveling through with this woman?
I can give you my word, sir, that we're traveling in through town to sell some of our items as we make our way to... What was that town, Bregor, that we're doing the thing for Lisa? We're
the name
terrible with
escapes me at
names.
the moment. Yes.
But I promise you, it's not this one. We just know that this is one of the best places to sell off our armor and magical items, that kind of thing.
And buy some great items.
Indeed.
What she said.
I see.
Also, I wanted to see my ex. He has this new girlfriend. Have you heard of it?
She's
He
very
seems
clingy.
to glare at you even more over this and says, "You should be careful with that one,
Which one?
Celia."
Lisa? Oh, Celia.
Oh, really?
She hasn't.
Why?
She's been harmless so far, sir.
What have you heard from her? Tell me what you know, if you would.
She needed our help because she was. She thought she was a dragon, and it turns out that she's not a dragon. So she just wants to go back to her family, and we're not even being paid, to be honest with you. We're just kind of we feel bad for her, so we let her stay with us. But she's of no use to us in terms of service or anything like that. So we
Yeah.
just thought we would do a good deed, basically.
Right now, she's just headed in the same direction as we are, so we're allowing her to tag along.
If you say she's dangerous and you have word against her,
I'm not saying she's dangerous, but
we'll keep our eye on her. Is that what you would recommend then?
I would consider it a personal favor if you just kept a close eye on her.
I will keep a close eye on her.
Sure.
Don't let any harm come to her.
Okay.
Why not?
All right,
Guess
here
we're
we
not
go.
getting an explanation for that, huh?
All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. And Uncle Lars goes, "Okay, I'll show you guys out." And he walks you back down to the portal, opens the portal again, and gestures through.
Uncle Oris, do you know anyone that would like to buy a spear or a lance of charging?
I don't know what that is.
Glorious lance.
I guess maybe a mighty warrior would love to use a mighty lance.
Do you know where the mighty warriors are?
There are some mighty warriors around. Not in this town. So, if you go to the east, there's Hytop. Hytop has some very mighty warriors there.
I heard they've discovered a new kind of footwear named Converse as well. Small
I
man
don't
named
know about that.
Christopher
Also-
Converse. Yes.
If you go down to Palinsas, they have some warriors too that are pretty scary and strong.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's nice seeing you.
Yes.
Is
Alright.
Dalamar treating you right?
Shalimar has shown me the truth of the world, and I am ever so grateful for him for it.
Oris, I
nice.
noticed you're wearing a new necklace, a new priest badge. I don't know what to call it.
Yes. I was under delusions that Martha is the one that I should be worshipping for many years, and it was only until recently that when you brought me to Dalamar that he showed me the truth of the world. The only real way to get anything is through power, and Varashi has more power than all the other gods together. She
How is
is
it-
the one that can get things done.
How is
Only-
he doing?
Who?
Dalamar. What have you guys been up to lately?
Many things that you're not supposed to know about.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes. But you should go now, before I am going to be late to get back to Dalamar.
Alright, have a nice day, Oris.
Bye bye. Do you,
Okay.
What do you guys do?
If you want a chance to think about that, I'll talk to Celia while I'm watching over.
So you're talking to Celia.
So we're I guess we just end up back at the inn with Celia and Lisa. Is that where you sent us, Vincent? I forgot where you told us to go.
Yeah, just to be at like the tavern, I guess, and wait.
All right. So I just asked Celia, like, I noticed your eyes widened when, what's his name again? You seem to know. What's the wizard of the town? I'm asking Celia this.
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
Asking Celia, I say, your eyes seemed to widen when the name Dalamar was mentioned. Do you happen to know him? What was that about?
No, I don't know anyone by Dalamar. No.
I think you actually do. You can just be frank with me here. I'm traveling with your party. There's no need to keep secrets.
Yeah, I know him. It was a long time ago. He was not that great of a sorcerer back then.
I turned to Lisa and I'm like, Lisa, what do you know about this Dalamar fellow?
She crosses her arms and leans back and says, "Well, I've only really heard rumors here and there. They say that he's a great and powerful mage, but he wears the black robes, and well, you should know about that. So
Surely.
I haven't heard too much about him recently. Well, let me rephrase that. For a long time, there wasn't much to be heard about him until recently, until a couple months ago when he started making appearances around the world again. It disappeared for a while, and now he shows up occasionally here and there, and I don't know.
I mentioned to Lisa, I'm like, I'm a little bit worried with these new travelers that we've picked up. That hunchback that walked into the armor shop seemed to worship a very different god than mine. And I kind of turned to Celia and asked, where did you exactly come from prior to the town where we met up?
Originally, I was from the
No,
Elven Lands
not you.
itself.
I'm speaking to the party. How long have you traveled with these guys? We don't really know that much about them.
Just a few weeks, maybe a month now.
What is your reason for being with the party? I was told that they are simply taking care of you now, but
I needed their help to retrieve something.
can you be a little bit more specific here?
I really shouldn't. There was I was unknowingly under a bit of a curse, you could call it, and was mistaken in my... I don't even know how to explain this. They helped me remember who I am, and yeah.
Oh, so they helped you. Okay. There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong in that.
they've been very helpful to me.
Nothing wrong in that. And I turn to Lisa and I kind of give her a look that says, like, we should be careful. And say, like, all right, let's wait for the rest of the party. I'm sure they'll be back in no time.
Just then we come back in.
Sure, close enough. You guys show back.
All right, friends, we can continue on our way to help you out, Lisa.
Like, sure. Everything good here in town?
Yes, we're all fine.
Well, I wanted to try to buy some items.
Oh, okay. She's got some shopping to do. Go ahead, Abigail. We'll wait here for you, and then we'll leave as soon as you're ready.
Sure. We still have the night, so we're good. Vincent, if I may have a word with you and Breger while Abigail goes off?
Absolutely.
All right, we'll let Abigail do whatever she's going to do.
All right, Abigail, what do you want to do?
I wanted to buy items. Well,
What do you
try
wanna
to see
buy?
if there's anything good. If there's any +2 short bow.
No, there's no +2 short bows.
What about +1? Is there any like good short bow or something?
No magical bows.
Ah. What about some like?
Didn't you
cloak-
already buy a magical bow?
No,
Didn't
never.
Didn't you guys get a magic bow from Riker?
Not Riker.
No, but there was
Oh.
someone who had a magic bow that they were selling at one point in time.
Yeah,
It
but
was in that town. I don't think they bought it, though.
it was
Yeah.
really expensive and it wasn't that good. I wanted something better.
Well, there is no medieval eBay, unfortunately.
Damn it. Is there like any kind of cloak of protection or something that I could use? To,
Yes,
like,
there is a cloak of protection for sale in town.
Would that work for me? Would that help me out?
Yeah, it would give you +1 to your AC.
I'm down for that. How much is it?
10,000.
Oh, that's expensive.
Damn.
Yep.
Is there any like cool trick things that can be sold? I remember there was like rings or amulets of something.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
trick, but I mean like really cool amulets or rings.
really cool amulets or rings. I don't
Kind,
know.
kind of like the amulet that Vincent's wearing, but just other shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an amulet of acid resistance.
Meh.
Okay.
Is there like an amulet of +2 thievery,
No,
or
Of
an amulet
dexterity?
of ferret training?
no.
Of dexterity?
No.
Mm, yeah, maybe the cloak.
Do you have 10K?
Pretty sure I do.
Yeah, maybe if you traded in everything.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Do you want to think about it, and we'll have our RP?
Yeah, you guys have your conversation now.
Alright.
So I kind of turned to Vincent. I'm speaking more at Vincent than Breger. I just brought him along as just so everyone's happy, basically, is how I want to portray that. But I'm kind of just talking to them, and I'm like, my God's kind of taught me about this world, and that life and death come hand in hand, good and bad come hand in hand. It's basically, everything has its place. So I'm not going to judge you guys, all right? Look, I've done some bad shit as well. But if we continue this further, I really need to know what's going on with Celia. When you mentioned the name Dalamar back in that armor shop, she did not seem that happy about it. In fact, she looked pretty fucking scared. And I'm like, can you kind of broaden the scope of information here?
What I can tell you is that she poses no threat to you. We've been with her for about a month, and she's been harmless and is wounded emotionally. And we told her that we would do her the honor of getting her to safety. I know you, as a weathered and traveled man, should not take my word for what it is, and I don't blame you, but you'll have to understand. I equally do not know you, and like I said, we've been betrayed, so I cannot give you more, especially for a mission where we're looking to get paid 500 gold. This is not our fortune. This is not, the end-all be-all for us. So if it's incompatible, if we can't proceed, I wouldn't blame you at all, because again, I think you should keep your instinct. You should be wary of people you don't know. But if you trust my word, then you can know that, as far as I know, Celia is not dangerous, and she's just a person that needs a little bit more privacy. And she fears Dalamar because if you ask most people about Dalamar, they fear him as well.
Sure. I take your word. I have one more question, and feel free. You can ask me whatever you want. This is a back and forth conversation. So if you have questions about myself,
Yeah.
feel free. I noticed, I do have some experiences in armor, and you guys had quite a lot of that armor. Where exactly did that come from?
We were attacked by men that we presume took the armor off of guards, and we try to make good off of everything.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm back on board. I just like the open dialogue, I think
don't blame
that transparency is good amongst parties like these. I'm not one that wants to keep secrets from one another if it can be fleshed out.
Well, I don't blame you for asking, sir.
Okay.
Friend, I have a question, and this may sound very random, but indeed it is not. Do you have a dead father?
Like, as far as I know, my father was alive and kicking when I left.
Okay, that is good to know.
It's an odd question.
It is
Elf.
indeed, and I prefaced it with the fact that it would be seemingly odd, but to our party it is not.
Ah, friends, there's Abigail. Abigail, are you back from your shopping trip?
Yeah, I bought an amulet of cheetah speed.
What does that
Zoom,
do?
zoom. I go fast.
Zoom.
Like, this one's
Uh,
quite the character.
Don't seem to be moving fast right now. Is it,
Oh, yeah.
is it triggered, or how does that work?
No, I just move faster overall.
+2 to movement speed, and once a day for 5 rounds, you can move at 3 times your movement or speed.
But that I don't tell them.
Okay.
So the +2 is like when she moves
All the
12 or
time.
whatever, she can move 14.
yeah, so now, yeah.
Okay, very
So
good.
I can
Let's
get positional advantage. Yay.
That zoom,
let's
zoom.
collect Lisa and Sela and get out of here.
Sure, they're just upstairs. We left them in the room alone.
Okay, Neil, we collect them and we get out of there towards
Okay.
the city that everyone forgot about, but we need to get to.
Yeah. Jen, it was 5,000 gold. You only have 4,788 on you, so you had to sell a bunch of your gems and shit.
All right. That's
Okay.
fine with.
All right. So we're leaving the
So
town.
how much do I have left?
No, I'm just going to take it out of your gems,
Cool.
just of the gems, if it will fit. And then 400 more. Okay. And then we'll just take 400 out of your actual inventory. Okay. Whoops. And then 400 out of here, which brings that down to 3. Okay, cool. So now you have 4,388 gold plus some random rings and gems and shit.
Cool.